Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 52.
Yes, welcome everybody. It's Thursday. Every single Thursday we host these live streams for you guys. For those of you who don't know, my name is Orit, and this right here is Jewel. And we're founders of Essetino Artists, and we help creative entrepreneurs simplify their marketing so they can amplify their results, and we can all make money doing what we love most. So welcome everybody to another live stream. We host these every single Thursday, every 6 p.m., Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern, to be a resource for you to answer questions that you have about growing your business, and also to hang out with a great network of people.
So we like to start off with, how was your week, and share a win with us.
Yes.
So let's head over to the comments and shout out to Lisa. Right away, you've given us a donation. Lisa, thank you so much for your continued support. We so much appreciate it.
Amazing. And always the first one here.
Yeah,
too.
First one here. So thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate that. And we've got here, she's asking us when our birthdays are. So my birthday actually not just passed, but it already passed in the year. So my birthday is on March 21st.
And mine's October 24th.
So hers is still coming up.
I'm a fall baby.
Yeah. So hers is still coming up close to Halloween.
Yeah.
And I'm in the spring.
Yes. First day of spring, March 21st.
All right. So we've got Timothy in the house.
Hey,
Timothy. And yes, let us discuss this.
Oh, yeah. Do we ever have stories for you guys about the crazy heat that hit us, the massive extreme heat wave that hit us the past few days? So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. So the extreme. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. We'll just quickly
say hello to a few more people. We have Teddy here.
Teddy.
All good, Teddy.
Teddy is recovering from cataract surgery. Wow, crazy. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
My mom had the same
It's one
thing.
eye and then the other, right? Like you have to do one at a time.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, so glad you're able to join us this week, Teddy.
Is this a new backdrop? Just a temporary one for today. We're here. It's
a different location. Yeah, it's my mom's birthday today, actually. So we have a family barbecue, and I'm just in my brother's garage, actually. We're like, we need to step away and do our live stream. Where can we do it? So this is like the most isolated area right now. Yeah, we're always keeping it interesting for you guys.
Yeah, you can see that it's partially opened because it's like so hot right now.
Air, yeah. Hey, Lenny.
Lenny's in the house. Hey, Lenny.
And we have John. Hello, hello. Total Pain Enterprises.
Total Pain Enterprises.
Nice to see you.
We've got Phil in the house. Hey, Phil.
Hi, Phil. And
yeah, the spell check always messes up the Arit's name.
I know. It's all good.
And then Lisa's birthday is on Saturday. So shout out to you, Lisa.
Nice.
Happy birthday to you. Happy early birthday to you. If you're on Product Patrol's live stream tomorrow, I will probably see you in the chat there as well.
Yes. Happy early birthday, Lisa.
And then, yeah, it's her mom's birthday today.
Yes.
It's also Canada Day.
Yeah.
It's also Canada Day today.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, the heat.
yes, let's go back to Timothy's comment. So, not sure if you guys have been seeing the heat wave that has been going along the West Coast here. It was for real. Like, that was something that I've never experienced before. I've pretty much lived here almost all my life. And the place that we were at that we normally film at, it's all windows and it's very high up. And the thing is, here in Vancouver, they don't typically build like condo buildings, townhouses, homes with air conditioning. Like my sister just bought a new place. There's no air conditioning. My parents don't have air conditioning. It's like that's an upgrade you need to take on yourself usually and install in your own home. So majority of people here do not have AC. So when it came in and it was like 40 plus degrees, which I believe is 120 something Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I don't want to swear, but holy crap.
It was effing hot.
Like I got major
it was survival
heat
mode.
Yeah.
Like we had to go into survival mode totally. There's not much else we could do. Like we even had some of our neighbors camping out in the parkade of the building just because it was slightly cooler in the parkade than in the condo. And
people leaving, getting hotel rooms.
All the hotels were fully booked, sold out.
If you went on Expedia trying to get something, all gone. And there's a lot of hotels here. Like there's a lot of stuff here. And it was all gone, all booked. No air conditioners for sale, even on Amazon, on any website.
All sold out, all the fans
You
gone.
Couldn't get them shipped here. No fans.
All the ice.
Any fan, no bags of ice. Like we had to go to 7 different places to get ice, and it's like, oh, we'll just make your own ice in the freezer. It was so hot in our place. Our freezer was not freezing anymore. It would just stay as liquid water. So the ice cube tray literally took like more than a day to make a set of ice cubes, and things weren't freezing, and we had to it was survival mode. It was tough to say the least, and there were some times where I was in our place and I felt like puking because the heat got to me so bad. Like
we had to just leave. Honestly, it was just way too hot to even sit there. So we had to leave and just find coffee shops or restaurants to do some work in, and that's where we spent most of our time. We just needed the AC, and it's funny, we went into the mall and everyone was doing the same thing because there's air conditioning in the mall. You literally you see like families and groups of people just sitting on the floor
in the mall, just
playing
sitting
cards
down.
and on their laptops, and
people seeking refuge. Like it was legit. Like I honestly firmly believe if you stayed in our office, in the place there that you see, and even with the fans on and everything, like even with the windows did nothing, like if you stayed there, you would get major heat stroke, possibly even die, because it was that hot. Like it felt like an oven.
Yeah, so we actually learned a lot about wind dynamics.
Yes.
Because we had to look a lot of stuff up in terms of how to cool down a place without an AC. So we were taking, we have this spray bottle with water that we usually spray our plants with. And we were just misting entirely all the time, spraying the blinds on the windows, because apparently that helps cool down with the mist, spraying the bed sheets, and then putting them in the freezer or the fridge to just cool down. And then like we had packs of ice packs, and set them in front of the fan so that again it would blow cool air. We were pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, like I was just placing bowls of ice everywhere. I was trying to have cold water, because what happens, what we were learning, well, I watched so many videos on what happens, during a heat wave, and the heat gets trapped in the floors, in the furniture, in the pillows, and it continues to radiate throughout the night. And the first couple of days we didn't understand how to fix this, and the heat just stayed, like it just never left.
Yeah, it was apparently you're not supposed to open the window when it's super hot, like when the sun is shining at the window. and there's no air, like you're not supposed to open it because it'll add more heat. So they say to open the windows in the evening to let the cool air in, and then have the windows closed during the day.
Yeah, which actually does
and it
work.
does help.
We learned so much about heat. Like, it was so interesting. We're like, how do we create this wind dynamic? Like, so we propped open the front door because there was air conditioning in the hallway, apparently, but not in our units. And then it just created this airflow.
A wind tunnel. Yeah, we created a wind tunnel. Like, we had our patio door open and the front door open, and to let the air flow. It was,
and it's so funny because, like, we're taking the fans and we're facing the fans outside the window.
Yes.
And you would think that it's like, no, blow it on the person, right? But it actually helps to get the hot air out.
Blow it outwards.
All these tactics were working. Obviously, the best solution would be AC.
Yeah.
But you could not find anything. People were desperately trying to. It was like chaos here, like chaos.
So that was our weekend. And
first weekend,
and the beginning of the week as well. Like, I would say 2 days ago was when it started to cool down.
Yeah,
and I actually felt more like myself because the heat does some weird things.
It makes you so irritable and angry and sick. Like, I felt really, really sick. Like, to the point of puking, and I was just like, oh my god, I didn't feel like eating, and it was bad.
But so that's our win, is that it's cooler now. And it's not like so dying, you know.
So people are saying it was like a movie and a nightmare, like almost like it. Now thinking back, if we were to film it, it would be like, oh my god, that's like, it's like funny, all the things we were doing.
It was like a movie.
I was literally placing bowls of ice everywhere in the place, just random places. I'm like, because I didn't want the floors to heat up and stuff.
The place was ransacked with ice packs, literally.
It's been Lisa says it's been hot in Boston. I thought I was going to melt an ice cube. Yeah, there was a lady who was showing how she's a baker, and she put cookies in the dashboard of her car. She put, as if she were putting it in an oven, but it was her car, and she baked cookies from the windshield going onto the dashboard.
Yes.
Like, that's how freaking hot it was. Like, it was legitimately dangerous. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, Lenny, all of the new buildings don't have AC. They don't put AC here.
It's a choice that like, we asked, we're like, why didn't the developer build the place with, like, it's a new building. It's like 2 years old.
Yeah.
And they said it's their choice to build it with or without. And they didn't want, like, leaky condo situation and more maintenance. And there's more, I guess they were trying to think long term that this is a thing that happens with AC. Yeah. So they opted out for it. And definitely we all felt it.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, are you guys experiencing a heat wave? You're in Saskatchewan, so I don't know if it reached all the way over there, but we literally got fried, and we're happy that we have
That's our win. That's our win, that we're a lot cooler and we're feeling better now.
Because we couldn't do anything. Like, we couldn't do anything. And yes, it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to you as well. And Braden says there was about 250 heat-related deaths in BC. Yes, I was insane. So, like, if I was feeling this, I was thinking about, people who are older, people who don't have access to things, like people who don't even have a car to seek refuge in. Like, we were constantly going to the car and just turning the AC on and just trying to get out, because it was like a survival type thing that was happening.
Yeah. It was insane.
Thank you, Timothy. Appreciate it. It was interesting. It was like 2021 has not let us down with surprises.
The hottest place you've ever been was Acapulco.
Is that in Mexico?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, I've never experienced that here. I've experienced 40 degrees Celsius heat in Israel, like in other places, but not here. And it's
you don't stay in it, though.
Yeah, you don't stay in it. There's AC everywhere in those countries, and not here. And it was, and you're not used to it here too. Like, your body acclimates to where you live, and it's just when you don't experience that, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It was actually, there were like 50 something different records broken with the temperatures that were happening in here. I think this never happened in the history, recorded history of Canada, but yeah, it was insane.
You read that the heat event in Canada happens once in 1,000 years. Wow. Well, we're very weirdly lucky to have experienced that. It was definitely memories I will never forget. Like I remember like filling the bathtub with like ice cold water and just laying in it. Like I was totally cool with being in this ice bath, whereas normally, that creates a shock to the body. But I
felt so good
was
to be in
on
cold water.
fire.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very strange how we don't have AC here. It doesn't get too hot usually, so I guess that's why. It's hot also in Saskatchewan, also being a horrible week. Yes, it's horrid is the word I would describe.
Good word, good word.
You are lucky that you have AC. We unfortunately did not, and there was no AC units at all. Even now, I don't think that you can even get anything still.
Yeah.
Hello, Alan, watching from the Philippines.
Nice of you to join us again.
Yeah.
Good to see
you. Braden's just saying apparently the heat dome
is making its way across Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lytton was 46 degrees Celsius. So I think that's around 120 Fahrenheit.
I think even
like
over.
That.
Even over.
I think because 50 degrees Celsius is 122 Fahrenheit. I know, I remember that because I looked it up and I was explaining it to one of my colleagues in the States, because he's like, all right, just open a window. And I'm like, no, it's not that kind of
this
temperature.
Is not a situation where you just open a window and it's all good.
He's like, whoa, 120, that's freakishly hot. And I'm like, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Teddy's win. Let's
shift.
Yeah, enough heat talk. It was horrible. We got through it, and we're happy that it's like 25, 26 now, which is like way cooler than what it was before.
Teddy, that's amazing. 500,000.
Teddy's got 500,000 channel
Congratulations.
views. Congratulations, Teddy.
Yeah, that's incredible. Way to go.
Jojo says, hello, everyone. I'm late for a very important date. No worries. We're just talking about the heat wave. You're in BC as well, so how did you fare up with the heat wave? And then Don saying, I wonder how many AC units. Apparently they were all sold out. And my brother-in-law was saying he saw someone buying like 15 AC units, probably to sell at a very nice profit.
People were doing that, and I bet they made a pretty penny, because people would have paid a lot of money just to have an AC unit or a fan even.
And people are congratulating Teddy.
Yeah, if you guys have any wins for us as well, amazing. Like, Teddy, that's incredible. 500,000. I can't wait till you hit that million too, and I know it's going to come really soon. For everyone else who's watching, let us know, how was your week? What went really well? Please do share a win with us. We love hearing about your progress and what you're working on. We have also what we wanted to share with you while you're answering that question and putting that response in for us. We wanted to share this. We wanted to share a mistake that we've made that has led to something really good, because we want to talk, and we put that in the description as well as one of our discussion points for today.
Do you want me to put the question up?
Sure. Yeah. While you guys share some of your wins with us, we'll start discussing this. We'll just wait for some responses to come in.
We do have some wins here. All right. So a win from Braden. Okay. Let's just do the wins. So the win
again with the AC
from Braden was wrestling my portable AC out of storage. Nice. That is a win. That is a major
Everyone's
major
win was coping with the heat. Yeah. Okay, so we wanted to share, this is a discussion that, like, I heard someone else talk about this, because when we experience mistakes, and when something in our world like feels like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that, or I regret doing that thing, sometimes it really leads to something incredible. And just an opportunity or something that you wanted, and you don't really see that in the moment. It's something that eventually hits you in retrospect, looking back. And I know, you guys have heard about our Fiverr story. I mean, that's like such a great example about, making a mistake in terms of we were wanting to help a customer out, and by taking them actually off the platform to offer them a better price. And in the end, it just led to something like we got kicked off the platform because things didn't work out very well. But in the end, it led to something really great because we were able to create our own customer base and just do things our way rather than being really stressed out about working on the platform with Fiverr and everything. But that you guys already know that one. I know Jewel wanted to share.
So let's read out the question so they know what the question is.
Mm-hmm.
What is a mistake that made you lead to something really good? So what's a mistake that you've made that was a mistake, but then it led to something really good? And so for us with the Fiverr story, we made a mistake in breaking the rules. We did break the rules. Like there in that video, I explained that, yeah, we totally broke the rules, which was taking people off of Fiverr because we were trying to give the person, they couldn't pay on Fiverr because Fiverr takes a 30% cut from every deal that you make. And so we had to price accordingly because you always have to account for that 30%. So we priced accordingly. They said they couldn't pay it. We took them off, and then that led to the ban. But that was a mistake that led to something really amazing. So that was a really good example for me. Probably when the mistake was I got myself fired from the last job I've ever had. I didn't do the work and I didn't answer the phone because I worked at an insurance company, and I used to answer the phones for car insurance. Like people would get into car crashes and stuff, and I would answer the phone, and then because they needed to make a claim because they totaled their car or something. And so my mistake was I didn't take my job seriously and I didn't do the work. And so that led to me getting fired. And it was horrible at the time and really scary. But that was actually the best thing that could have happened to me because I wouldn't be an entrepreneur fully right now because that I say it as the universe threw me into the water and said, swim now. That's how I see it, is that I got pushed into the deep end and they're like, okay, you want to be an entrepreneur so bad? Okay, you're going to have to do it now, and then drop. And then I got dropped in there, and it was not easy. Like I was treading water for the longest time, had to find my way. And so that would probably be a mistake that I made, but it turned into something really amazing. So for you guys, what is a mistake that you have made that led to something really amazing?
I feel like in those moments, you really do see what you're made of. Like you're put into a situation where there's, so much fear and like doubt and uncertainty. That's a summary of it. Like uncertainty, the rug is pulled out from under you, and things they don't go as planned, and you're just like you're stuck with what to do. But I think in those moments, it's when we get creative, and when we get creative, we think of new solutions that we've never tried before. We connect with new people that we might have never connected with before, and out of those new opportunities, something really cool could happen, right? And I think it's important to remind ourselves of that. I mean, obviously in the moment, it's hard, right? It's really hard, but to keep reminding ourselves of like when something doesn't go our way, when something seems like it's bad in the moment, or like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or what do I do now?
I was just going to say a mistake A recent mistake was, with the heat wave and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't take it as seriously as I should have, because we've had heat waves here before.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, heat wave, right? It's gonna be hot. And then, but I didn't know that this was going to be the hottest one ever of history of all
we didn't
time.
know the
like
extremity of it. Yeah.
And so I remember looking, like I was passively looking at AC units, and I was like just seeing like, oh, I've never like bought one before, so I was like, and they were still available for purchase, and I just passed on it because I was like, don't really need it. And then so that was a mistake, and you're thinking, well, what was the good that came out of that? You suffered and you almost had heat stroke and all this kind of stuff. Well, for me, when we were trying to figure it out, like when you don't have an AC unit and your place is turning into an oven, what can you do? And so I scoured the internet with blog posts, with YouTube videos, and I tried so many different things, spraying the blinds with cold water, putting cold towels on the ground, putting bowls of ice everywhere, freezing bottles of water. Yeah, I learned a lot, and it was like cool to know that we didn't just like throw our hands up and fry and like, just be like, oh, okay, it's uninhabitable.
This is the way it is.
Like,
can't do anything.
We kept
about
trying different things, even though we were really frustrated. So that was actually something that, I actually thought it was so cool that we figured out how to create like a wind tunnel in the place. And I was like, that's so cool. Like I never even thought of that.
Yeah. So, you often do. You learn a lot when you make a mistake, when something doesn't go right. That's what you should be extracting out of, you should be extracting the lesson out of it so that it will help you in the future.
Yeah.
So just want to share John's win that he posted here. Had a repeat customer with a 30 shirt order.
Nice.
Ooh.
So cool.
Those are
That's
juicy.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's an excellent win. Great job, John.
And we've got William in the house. Hey, William, thanks for joining us. And
okay, so John's sharing a mistake. So I purchased my first material from a bad vendor that ruined a 20 shirt order. Now the same customer ordered 30 shirts and 12 socks. He says, I have a great product now.
Oh, crazy.
Wow. That actually reminds me of like the whole Amazon sourcing product from China.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't label it as a mistake, but when something happens and, to you, it doesn't really jive well, it like in the end,
I wouldn't know it wasn't a mistake because I had to go through that experience to know that I don't want to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. To know that you didn't want to do that. That sounds like it worked out for you, John.
And people are saying, way to go.
I think sometimes when you make decisions because you think that's what customers want, in the end, your customer tells you what they want. And even though it's something that you might not like, or that you might not like, then your customer actually tells you, oh yeah, I do like it. And you learn more from that, That's why market research is really important too when you're first starting out a creative business.
We've got a quote here, the darkest time has to remember to turn on the light.
In the darkest time, one has to remember to turn on the light. Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
And a little tip for us, dangle strips of cloth from the ceiling into a tub of water and point the fan at it. Swamp cooler
I heard
water.
about that.
And hanging a wet towel on a window. Unfortunately, the way the windows are, there was no option for hanging a towel. There was one place, but we didn't end up trying that method. We'll try again when there's another heat wave.
Yeah. We actually just we would draw cold water in the tub just so that it would release cooler air.
I know.
Because Jewel was like, imagine if you were in Alaska or standing by an ocean, right? It's cooler there. And so
why is it cooler there? And I'm like, because there's ice everywhere. So I'm trying to create ice everywhere, and you start to go crazy.
Timothy says, back in 2018 when YouTube took me out of the partnership program because I did not have enough watch time hours, it made me pivot. and concentrate on
Oh.
live streams.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that's a very good one.
Yeah, and now your live streams are like amazing, and you have such a loyal fan base and people tuning in, watching you, and you do really well with your live streams. And it seems like you really enjoy it as well. That's really cool. But for us, how we got on live streams was because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
We couldn't go out anywhere, and we wanted to provide support for people.
Yep.
So we started going live every day.
Yeah.
And then,
that was an amazing thing that came out of the pandemic, was us just doing more live streams more regularly, because we, previous to that, were struggling with doing it this often. So that's a really great one, Timothy.
And Teddy says that he met his wife of 45 years through a mistake. Wow, that's amazing. And then Jojo saying, tell us more.
Jojo wants the inside scoop.
She wants the inside scoop. So that's really cool. Thank you guys for participating in the question there. We really love hearing your responses. So that was really cool. And I think we had a couple of,
yay to everyone's wins.
Yeah, we had a cool couple of wins there. Thank you guys so much. So today, because we're not in our, actually we have one more comment here, and then we'll get to that.
I forgot to pay my cell phone bill and had to call to pay over the phone. I got into a long, really great conversation with the service rep. Ooh, you got a good juicy convo out of it.
That's really cool that they were awesome. Even willing to chat. Because usually, they're
just straight down to business.
They need to get to next customer and just okay, help you go next, right?
Certain companies though, they have reps that are very personable. That's really cool.
Shout out to Timothy for the super sticker donation. Thank you so much for that, Timothy.
Thank you, Timothy. Always
very much appreciated.
You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
And Teddy says, that's why I was laughing. Teddy says the mistake was asking her sister out.
Oh my God.
That
must be a fun conversation or joke that you guys have.
That must be a really good story. And Jojo really wants to know what it is.
But yeah, guys, we are at a different location, and it is Arit's mom's birthday. So we are going to be cutting it shorter today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back to the regular schedule, the regular full time next week for sure. And just want to do a quick shout out again to Lisa. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Lisa.
And to Timothy for the super sticker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we normally do these live streams for an hour every Thursday, sometimes going over. But today is my mom's birthday, so
and we are literally on location.
Yeah, we are on location,
and we're in a garage in the gym. There's gym equipment everywhere right now.
Yeah,
we're sitting on a treadmill. This is a treadmill
my
right
parents.
Now.
I'm please don't leave. I have to be gone for half an hour. Don't leave, just so that we could come and do this live stream with you guys and see how you're all doing. And we loved hearing your wins. Thank you so much for sharing those with us.
And people are saying happy birthday to your
mom. Really appreciate
it. We'll just show you a quick little side thing because there's a mirror here. We can just show you guys we're in a gym.
We're literally sitting
on a treadmill. There's an elliptical there.
Yeah.
There's a punching bag over there. So it's we're in a full garage gym right now.
Yes.
All right.
So thank you so much to everybody. And yes, we will stay cool. It's much cooler here. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you again for a full live stream next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be here, and we'll see you then. Bye
everybody.
Have a great evening.
People are saying happy birthday.
Thank you. I will let her know that you all say happy birthday to her.
Oh, and I believe it's Dawn's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to Dawn tomorrow. Happy birthday to Lisa on Saturday.
Well. Yes.
Thank you guys so much for the support.
Bye, everyone.
Roland only made it in now. Sorry, Roland. We have to go.
We're leaving, Roland.
You'll have to watch the replay.
We'll message you.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.